Peace, family. This is Lions Den with another news and commentary. A Chicago activist demanded all footage in the Harith Augustus police shooting be released. As I reported 2 days ago, that the police version of the actual incident went out, but it's really interesting that they didn't show the entire other body cameras that the police were there. So here's this is coming from the Atlanta Black Star. A community activist who was pushed for more police transparency said Monday that he asked Chicago police for the body camera footage from all of the officers at the scene, where one of them fatally shot a black man over the weekend. William Calloway said a brief video released by police showing of the view from one officer's body camera does not answer crucial questions, starting with the reason the officers approached 37-year-old Harith Augustus on Saturday afternoon, just before he was shot. Calloway also said that the police spokesman's explanation that the Augustus was exhibiting characteristics of an armed person does not justify stopping someone in a city and state where it is legal to carry a concealed weapon. Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson said Sunday that the detectives have found no documentation that Augustus had a concealed carry permit, but Calloway said there is no way officers at the scene could have known that when they approached him. A department spokesman, Tom Ahern, said officers have the right to pat a person down on the street if they are concerned about their own safety. If they feel someone is acting suspiciously, or they see a bulge under their shirt, if the person is evasive or refuses to answer questions, they can do a protective pat down, he says, adding that the officer must be able to articulate why they have a reasonable suspicion that a person could pose a threat. They can't start digging through their pockets, but they can pat down the outside of their clothes. The video released by police did not include sound, so it is impossible to hear what was said by either Augustus or any other four officers at the scene. It shows one of the officers trying to grab the arm of Augustus, who spins and runs away with a clear vision, holstered gun on his hip. He was having a civil conversation with a black cop at first, so we need to know what he and that officer was saying, Calloway said. There needs to be footage from 4 police officers with audio. Ahern said the department will not release any more video, and any decision to do so will have to be made by the agency that investigates such incidents. The Civilian Office of Police Accountability, COPA, which the police union, the office that did not immediately return a phone call for a comment. At a news conference on Sunday to announce the release of the 51-second video, Johnson said that the way the technology works is that there is a 30-second buffer period without audio before the sound is activated. It is unclear why there is no sound throughout the entire video. Calloway was instrumental in a legal battle that ultimately led a judge in the 2015 to order the release of dash cam video showing the 2014 shooting of teenager Laquan McDonald. The release of that video of Officer Jason Van Dyke shooting the teen 16 times sparked massive protests, cost Police Superintendent Gary McCarthy his job, and promptly various federal and local investigations. Van Dyke is awaiting trial on first-degree murder charges. Calloway says he will sue the city if it does not release the other videos. Johnson said on Sunday that the release of the video one day after the shooting was the quickest he had ever ordered such a disclosure. He said that he did so to avoid a repeat of clashes between angry residents and police that took place Saturday night. Protesters threw rocks and bottles, some filled with urine, at police, and officers responded by hitting some demonstration with their batons. After the release of the shooting video, protests on Sunday evening was peaceful, but the community remained tense, and this demonstration against the police murder of Harith Augustus, organized by a group called the Chicago Alliance Against Racism and Political Repression, was scheduled for Monday evening at the scene of the shooting. Well, there you have it. See, I told you on my video that the officer didn't put the audio of their body cams, and this activist said he want more officers to release their body cams, because remember, they have body cams on all of the officers' uniforms. And what really did happen? What was said? How many shots were fired during that day? And nobody didn't say anything. All they show is the visual version of it, of the police version. Say, yeah, he has a weapon, but they don't. But what they left out was he was a concealed carry permit. He has a concealed carry permit for that gun. But yeah, they gonna say, well, he had a gun. They risked for her. She risked her. She feared for her life, and we had no choice but to shoot him. So it was a black officer there. He was conversating with a black officer at first. One person grabbed the guy's arm, and then all of a sudden he ran for the officer, and then that's when an officer shot him twice in the back, and then shot him again 3 times, which is 5 times supposedly, but we really don't know how many times that Snoop got shot. So ladies and gentlemen, this proves right then and there that, again, I agree with this community activist. They need to have more police transparency. How many body cams of the other officers saw with audio, not without audio, with audio? So I'm gonna have more once we're gonna see how this plays out. But it looks to me that this situation isn't over, not by a long shot. Well, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about this video. Share this article. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my reaction channel, and subscribe to my Black Johnson channel for more news and commentary. With that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.